Hi everyone, today we're going to take a look at the best computer case in the market for this year. First, we're going to show you our top 10 best picks, and we'll talk about what you look for before buying a computer case. You can find links to all of the products we've mentioned in this video down in the description below. Let's get started. At the first position of our list, we have Be Quiet Dark Base Pro 900. If you have a larger budget to work with for your next PC case but you're still concerned with getting a good return on the amount you're going to spend, you might want to consider Be Quiet as Dark Base Pro 900L. Reverend 2 Full Tower Case. The Dark Base Pro 900 does come in at a whopping $260. But considering the cost of other extra-large PC cases, that seems like a steal considering what the Pro 900 offers. With the Dark Base Pro 900 you get a large form factor case that has clearance to hold graphics cards up to 18.6 in length and CPU coolers up to 7.3 tall, both of which will provide you with enough clearance to hold any graphics card and any Air CPU cooler currently on the market. The Pro 900 can also accommodate up to 420 long radiators, and you can hold up to 4 different radiators inside of the case simultaneously. And, as it is a Be Quiet case, the noise level on the Dark Base Pro 900 is exceptional. So, if you're looking for a high-end case that will give you plenty of options to build a high-end system, and that will also help cut down on the noise levels of your PC, the Pro 900 is worth a look. Moving on to the next at number 2 with Fractal Meshify 2. Fractal Design's Meshify 2 is one of the most popular cases currently on the market. It doesn't come with a bunch of RGB lights, and it doesn't have a ton of clearance for extra long GPUs or super tall CPU coolers. However, what it does come with is a full mesh front and top panel that allow for nearly unrestricted airflow in and out of the case. If you're looking for a fairly affordable case that can take your cooling to the next level, the Meshify 2 is probably an option you'll want to consider. It comes with a full-length PSU shroud, the ability to hold up to 7 fans, including 2 fans pre-installed, and room for radiators on the front, top, and rear of the case. Again, its GPU clearance won't blow you away, 14.1 inches max. However, as there are RTX 3090 graphics cards out there that come under 14.1 inches long, this case won't prevent you from building an extreme system inside of it. Ultimately, if cooling performance is your main goal, and you're looking for a PC case under $150, then the Meshify 2 is probably the option for you. The number 3 position is held by NZXT H210i. If you're looking for a high-end stylish Mini-ITX case, you might not want to look further than the NZXT H210i. The H210i takes the latest trends in computer cases, namely PSU shrouds, tempered glass, and RGB lighting control, and combines them into a compact chassis. However, the H210i isn't so small as to limit you to the kind of performance you can get if you were to build inside of it. It can hold graphics cards up to 12.8 long and Air CPU coolers up to 6.5 in height. So, you won't be limited to a low-profile CPU cooler. While the graphics card clearance is low compared to the other options on this list, the reality is that there are RTX 3090s out there that come in shorter than 12.8 long. So, unlike other Mini-ITX cases where you're forced to use a low-profile graphics card, in the H210i you can easily fit a full-length graphics card inside of it. Ultimately, if you're looking for a feature-rich case that will work with a Mini-ITX motherboard and that will limit you on the kind of performance you can get from your system, the H210i is a solid choice if you have the budget to accommodate it. Next at number 4, we have Corsair 4000. A solid alternative to the Fractal Design Meshify 2 that won't cost quite as much as Corsair's 4000. Both cases offer similar interior space and come with mesh front and top panels for better cooling. The 4000 can accommodate graphics cards up to 14.1 inches long and CPU coolers up to 6.7 inches tall. It comes with a tempered glass side panel and is available in either black or white. The Meshify 2 doesn't come in white. So if you're on the fence between those two cases, the 4000 is your best bet. For liquid cooling support, the 4000 can accommodate up to a 306mm radiator on the front panel and up to a 208mm radiator on the top panel. The bottom line is that, for just under $100, the Corsair 4000 has everything you need in order to build a high-end gaming PC inside of it. The number 5 position is held by MasterBox MB600L. The sub-$50 PC case market has changed dramatically over the past couple of years. 2 years ago, the only affordable PC cases you could find were not very attractive options, and they didn't have fully transparent side panels and PSU shrouds. Now, there are a bunch of those options, and the best of those options might be Cooler Master's MasterBox MB600L. Not only does it come in at just under $50, but it also sports a fully transparent side panel and a shroud for your power supply. The other thing that helps it stand out in the sub-$50 category is how much interior space it offers. The MB600L can hold GPUs up to 15.7 inches long, 400, and CPU coolers up to 7.1 inches tall, 108 mm. It can also hold up to 360 AO coolers. All of that means that this budget-friendly case is large enough to fit a high-end system. The only real downsides to this case are that there isn't a lot of great cable management options. The front panel is not grilled, which would help with airflow, and the side panel is acrylic instead of tempered glass. However, you're not going to find a case for under $50 that has all of those features and offers as much room inside of it as the MB600L. So, the bottom line is that if you're looking for an affordable case that will allow you to build a powerful budget gaming PC inside of it, the MB600L is a worthy option to consider. The number 6 position is dominated by Fractal Design Meshify 2 Compact. Fractal Design's Meshify 2 Compact offers an excellent foundation for simple ATX gaming systems, and a chassis that will stand the test of time well. It doesn't go out of its way to be eccentric, rather providing the user with a classy chassis that will look good for a long time to come, a chassis you can grow up with. And while its materials quality could be seen as a little lacking, this is a case where you pay for its excellent design. Not only in looks, but also practicality. It has tons of cable management space, is laid out logically and with easy-to-access filters, a breeze to use and maintain as your daily driver. The biggest catch to this case is its slightly steep price and lack of RGB, but we believe it's worth paying just for how well thought out its practical design is. Moving on to the next at number 7 with Lian All-in-One Air Mini. Lian's PC All-in-One Dynamic has been a staple go-to PC case for pretty builds in recent years, but its days might be numbered. The All-in-One Mini was inspired by its design, but had a few issues. But now, the All-in-One Air Mini comes in as a brilliant alternative, priced at just $110. You get a lot for your money with this case, including 3 PWM fans, bits of pretty aluminum, a glass panel, handsome looks, plentiful EO, a brilliant internal design, and full ATX compatibility. The chassis features an unusual side-by-side chamber design, but building in it is a breeze, and its performance is well up to snuff by modern standards. With this many features, great handsome styling, and such value for money, it's a case that easily earns its place on this list. The number 8 position is held by Cooler Master HAF 700 EVO. Cooler Master's HAF 700 EVO packs in loads of unique features, like an edge-lit RGB glass grille front with a circular LCD display, an infinity mirror to hide ugly bits of the interior while showing off your pretty components, and 5 front USB ports. There's also room for up to 12 drives and EDX server class motherboards, plus clearance for the largest graphics cards and coolers. But Cooler Master didn't forget about performance with its HAF 700 EVO. It lands at or near the top of our testing charts, thanks to 2 huge 200mm intake fans and a trio of smaller 120mm spinners. Plus, with 18 fan mounts, airflow can get even better. The only downsides of the HAF 700 EVO are its $500 plus price, the fact that it weighs over 50 pounds empty, and the dust filter is behind the front panel, which is difficult to remove. If you're after great looks and great performance with loads of room for high-end parts, Cooler Master's flagship HAF is hard to beat. Next at number 9 with Phanteks Eclipse P360. Phanteks P360 comes in at a street price of just $66, and that isn't much, especially if you consider its feature set. Sure, it won't blow you away with quality materials or extreme silence, but it comes with all the essentials needed for simple, budget-minded ATX gaming systems while still offering a fun bit of flair. Behind the mesh front panel, you'll find 2 120mm addressable RGB fans, which provide the chassis with class-leading thermal performance at perfectly acceptable noise levels. This is a case that's more than capable of dealing with today's high TDP GPUs. and a 200 Fordham radiator mount at the top can be used with an AO to keep your CPU cool too. And as a cherry on top, Phanteks also throws in an addressable RGB strip along the side of the chassis, along with an excellent software-free RGB controller, creating a very complete and easy-to-use just throw parts in a package. Finally, the number 10 position is dominated by Phanteks Evolv Shift 2. The Evolv Shift 2 stands out at first glance for its towering, small footprint design and beautiful anodized aluminum panels. Priced at $100 for the mesh version and $110 for the variant with TG and an addressable RGB fan, it easily earns a spot on our best PC cases list. With a small footprint and beautiful finish in both the tempered glass and mesh variants, the Evolv Shift 2 is perfect as an SFF PC for use in the living room, moving around the house wherever you need it, or taking to LAN parties. The easily accessible top EO makes plugging devices in a breeze too. Building in it was tight, and came with the typical frustrations associated with Mini-ITX systems. But I still managed to build within about 3 hours, and the end result was well worth the effort. That's all for today. We upload computer and accessories product review videos every single day, so don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell icon for the upcoming video notification.